All right, let's see if this is going to work. Um, I'm seeing, I think everything's going to work here. I got one viewer in now. I got to bring everything online and see how that works. Oh, oh, I need to mute this. I'm just going to turn this off. There we go. Okay, all of that can go away. Oops, probably need those lights on, but that's okay. Put that back. We got this on this side of the screen, or this side of the screen right here, this box. This is a chat box, and I'm using a streaming service called Restream, and allows you to stream to two places at one time. I changed I bought that yellow box, sent it back. Didn't really like it that much. Really cheap, made in China. And my phone's making a lot of noises. Let me put that on vibrate. It's gonna drive me nuts. And hey, Shane. Yeah, I am. I'm alive. We'll go for that in a minute. Wait for folks to get in here. And so everyone should be able to see comments from YouTube to Facebook. So I'm streaming to both of those, and the comments will all show up in this little comment window here. Here, get it used to where it is. And yeah, let me know how the audio. Shane, give me a heads up on the audio. Do I sound fine? Can you hear me? I'm thinking everything's good. Looks like my levels are fine. Your coat. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. Oh, it actually was. It wasn't even that. It was crispy. Oh yeah. They gave me what's that stuff that's killing all these people? What's the drug? Fentanyl. I had fentanyl, and then they gave me something else. I can't remember what it was. That they said you probably won't remember some of this, right? I said I remember the whole thing, and they're like, "Well, you remember doing this?" I'm like, "Nope." They're like, "Yeah. We just gave you those shots when we didn't want you to remember what was going on because you weren't happy because it wasn't feeling good." Uh, let's see. Sounds great for once. Sounds good on Facebook. Video quality is good also. Yeah. So it's Restream. Restream.io. It's expensive, but I don't know. Killed the king of pop. It did kill the king of pop, didn't it? Yeah, fentanyl, some crazy stuff. Yeah, it really relaxes. I remember when they pushed it. I'm like, well, I can see why people like this because I feel really, really freaking good. And then I forgot most of everything else after that. But so let some other folks come in here. So thank you, Chris, for hitting that on. Let me know that sounds good on Facebook. I haven't seen any YouTubers. YouTube doesn't get hit as much anymore with live feeds, so I don't know. I'm trying out this restream. If YouTube, well, let me see if my stream on YouTube's working. Let me check that out because maybe there's something I need to do. Let me make sure. I think it should be going. Oh, it says live. Yeah, no, it's going. Oh, wait, turn the volume down. Yeah, it should be live. Wayne Mills says looking good. Yeah, thank you, Wayne. Perfect. Wayne's on YouTube, so yeah, this does work. So it does work pretty good. So real quick, I am alive. Some people are like, "Damn it!" No, just kidding. I'm alive. I was a firefighter for 32 years, and it's pretty hard on the body. A lot of stress. A couple of hazmat incidents that were really bad. That we had exposures, and so I didn't retire out as a medical. I did my full term, my full thing, but I had. They said it was a heart attack, but I never had a heart attack. I never, the traditional. I just didn't feel good for months, and I did every treadmill, everything passed with flying colors. My EKG was perfect. I just felt like crap. I had no energy. And I went through like gut testing and all this stuff. They went from the bottom up, from the top down. They thought it was a GI thing or something like that. I got checked for cancer, got checked for all this stuff. And finally, my cardiologist does another EKG and he goes, we're going to send you home with some nitroglycerin right now. If you don't feel good, take one of these. And he says, because there's a little blip. And he says, anyone else I would ignore this, but we're going to go down and cath you to the cath lab, and they're going to run a catheter through your artery, and they put a dye in your arteries, and it's visible on the X-ray, and it shows what the perfusion is, or the how well your veins are or arteries are, or if they're clogged or anything like that, they're plugged or not. And I was 100% plugged, and I should have been dead right there. But I have a very strong heart, and apparently people have ancillary arteries off that widowmaker and stuff like that that are flat. They don't get blood in them, and most of them don't. But mine, when the main artery plugged, those, were allowed to flow, and it was just enough to flow to keep the heart alive, safe, but not if I ate something. And like if I had to do one thing or the other, if I ate something and tried to go do something, I felt like crap. If I just walked around, I felt fine. If I started exercising, I felt like crap. So yeah, so it's just interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely doing good. But so I had 2 stents put in back in 2015, and they said that my cardiologist said that it was, in his like 40-year career, he's only seen this in one other person that had the same symptoms as me, and that was a firefighter out of Huntington Beach, California. So very job related, unfortunately. That's the pitfalls of that job. Oh, here's my dog. Let me get Peanut up. Come on, Peanut. Come on, Mama. Come on, say hi. This is Peanut. Peanut's so small, she's blind. She doesn't know. She can see her eyes are all cloudy. I know. What are you doing? You hanging out here? All right, you go pee on something. Pee on Shane's pile over there. Stuff that goes to Shane. Let's see. So anyway, I felt like crap again, and I thought it was, indigestion and stuff like that. And I went to cardiologist, and he's like, "Man, your numbers are great." He says your cholesterol's like 80. Everything's just great. I mean, you're fat, you're overweight. He says you need to work on that. And I go, yeah, I agree with you on that. That's I love food. And I finally just told him, man, I just really don't feel good. And I go, to me, it seems very similar. It wasn't as strong. So I went in on the 7th, so a couple days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. Oh, you sick? Oh, I thought you may be puking. And they did the thing in the cath lab and all that stuff, and the fentanyl and all that good stuff. And I should go get the photo. Hold on a second. Let me get the photo. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Come on, Mama. Time to get out. Come on. I know you guys can still hear me because it's still connected to the mic. So I need to remember this if I'm out. If I need to take a quick break and go to the bathroom or something like that, so I'm not making all that noise. I need to mute things. So, all right. They give you a nice little portfolio of what's going on. I'll try to keep up with everything. Thank you, Joseph, on that. So, Joseph, I'm kind of telling people real quick about my heart stuff. So here is, you guys can see this. This is, oops, going this way. It goes down, and it's getting blood all the way through, but right here, that's actually the block. You guys can see that. And then when they opened me up, that's what it looked like. So that's the open. That's what it's supposed to look like. It's kind of crazy. And so I had, what they said is I had 2 stents from 2015, and they were fairly close to each other, and they had a little gap there. Where it blocked was where that gap was. So pretty interesting. So they put another stent in there. So I have 3 stents, and it's kind of a weird thing. It's pretty amazing what they can do on how they do all that stuff. They go through, and it literally takes a couple hours. The doctor's super arrogant and cocky, which I really like. That's what I want my doctor to be. I want him to be like overly confident. And I already told my dad, because my parents picked me up. Because my wife's out of country because of a death in the family. And so, and I didn't feel good enough to fly, so I didn't want to fly down there. But anyway, I'll try to catch up on all the comments here. But they had uh, he he called my dad and said, "Okay, yep." My dad goes, "Well," and he goes, "Yep, well, he was blocked. He's unblocked. He's fixed now." And that was it. That was what the doctor said. It was, I mean, simple, to the point. I love it. That's how I want. That's how I want my doctor to be. I don't want it to beat around the bush, doctor. I want just give it to me straight. So, anyway, it's fast recovery. Femoral artery. They have a lot of really cool techniques, and they put a plug in your femoral artery afterwards, and it dissolves naturally, and so I just got to kind of be careful not to lift things that are really heavy. So, no more masturbation or anything like that, at least for a few days. And so, sorry, that sucks. No, just kidding. So yeah, I can't lift anything heavy, so that's why I can't do that. But I'm having a beer. I don't really drink that much, so really, well, this is an apple juice, actually, with the yellow label. I'm not a drinker, but it kind of sounded good. But anyway, so let's kind of catch up on some of these comments. Let's see what's going on. And it's holy cow, that's what you get for saving lives. Yeah, right, Ryan? I agree with you. Hey, Joe, so what's up? Thank you, Joseph, for giving a shout out on the laser service. I think someone did reach out to me. Did you get... So a lot of people asked me what was really going on, and I think Jason Antle messaged me, and he said, "Oh, by the way, Dan, I'll be in a little bit. This should be a fairly short. I'm not going to do a long video tonight. I was going to do something a little bit longer, but try to keep them a little bit shorter. I was going to work on it. I don't know. But Jason Antle messaged me privately, and he's asked me what was going on, and he's wanted to know if I was getting an enlargement surgery, and I said, on the contrary, apparently 12 inches is too big, and so I need to take an inch off. So that was kind of a running joke for a while, but anyway, it was quite entertaining, and I think that should scroll normally. So anyway, so let's get to what we're here for, and I don't want to say I'm a loader snob at all, because I don't like expensive loaders. I like cheap loaders. This is an expensive loader. And I haven't done a ton of research on the price of all the stuff, so some of you guys can probably chime in here. Yeah, right, Joe? Heavy lifting. So I have the JT Triad loader. I got a black one because I'm simple. And we're going to look at this loader, JT Triad. I got to keep it out of my face focus, or it will get blurred out. And I remember I have to go slow, because I find out when I watch my videos later that I'm going too fast. There's a button back here. Okay, Triad. I'm going to say my initial impressions are, it's really stiff. It's a hard but not brittle plastic. It's something that I could probably hit with a hammer, and I'd probably just dent it, and may crack it if I really hit hard with it. But it's not something that's going to crack like a Halo loader, like that type of a crack. At least I don't think so. It's got some shiny bits on it that I don't think are stickers. I think it's just shiny mold, and then everything else is, I don't know. But one of the things that I was kind of bummed out about it, to be honest, I think this is made by JT. First off, I didn't get a box. Bought it from Hogan's Alley Paintball, so this may be a pre-production. Didn't get a box. Boxes are, to me, it's a waste of money. I'd just rather have this wrapped up in some tissue or bubble wrap and call it good. But all it says is Triad. So maybe there's something, maybe this is pre-production. I don't know. I don't think so. There's the logo. Triad, 3 pieces of triangle. And it's a JT, but where is the JT logo? I mean, that's why I got it. I wanted the JT, well, that's one of the reasons. The JT logo. There isn't one JT logo on this thing that I can find. So, I don't know. So let's go through. I'm going to go to the top down camera. So let's go like that. And we're going to turn this on. And so we still have that there. So let's see what's going on. All right, here we go. I got all these other loaders here. We'll just kind of push them off to the side. And we're going to kind of do some comparison and do some weight stuff. But nice loader. The lid it's a good release. It is this like shiny, well, it's got this shiny, harder, clear plastic, which is usually a little bit more brittle. But what I do like about this is it's got the, if I can get everything to pop out, it's got the rain guard is what they call this. Oh, wait, there's the JT logo on the frickin' rain guard. I found it. That's freaking cheesy. But there it is. There's the JT logo. Wow. I couldn't even see it. It's just like that's like their branding guy needs to get fired on this one. Sorry. But then you have the, the speed feeds. And they're like they're just rubber. And they do bend backwards, but they seem to want to bend in a little bit easier. I was never a speed feed person because I don't really play a lot of tournament ball. But then it snaps back in there. This it's a softer plastic, but this probably could break. It seems like this ring here is a harder, more brittle like plastic. It's got a nice solid latch on it. Let's open it. Oops. Oh, let it close. There we go. All right. So then it's got this little button down there. Now I didn't get instructions or anything with it, and I'm sure if I went to the website and I could have probably found something, but probably not because they're really poor about getting that stuff out. And like the stuff gets released and then they forget to put the instructions out, even in PDF sometimes. And I was trying to figure out how to get it taken off. And with the light here, you can see a lot better. You can see this little ridged area right here. And then this yellow button. And I was pushing on that yellow button because it has an arrow that says push in. It doesn't say push in. It just has the common, European signal to push that direction. That's my thing. But really, you push down on this thing. So it goes up and down, pushing down. And then it allows this guy to be springy. If I pull it up, it locks this little ridge thing. So I'm going to push that down. And then I can pull it apart. And you pull it apart. One thing, like the Spire, it's very similar to like the Spire, how it comes apart. If you try to, lift it up, it won't. You just break it a little bit. You just open it a little bit and then slide it forward. So it doesn't unhinge like that. So anyway, let's put the motor side off to the side. And let's look on here. You do have some probably, that piece is potentially replaceable. It's a red color. It's a harder plastic. So hopefully this doesn't break. It does look like a serviceable part, which is good. They have it to look like you can replace it. It looks like additionally with that, this plastic piece is a serviceable part. A couple screws, looks like it comes off and on. But anyway, so just kind of catching up here on the messages. Hopefully they're scrolling naturally. Let me see if they are. Let's see, are they scrolling? Yeah. Yes, they are scrolling. Actually, I just want to make sure they are. So you can kind of see, very flexible. I got to get this in. It's that injection molded. I guess all plastics injection molded. It's kind of, it's not 3D printed. So, but anyway, is my audio working? Yeah, should go. Let me see. Yeah, my audio's, yeah, it's working. Yes. Sorry, I'm being an idiot. And anyway, so pretty nice. I take the top and put it off the side. It's got the ramp in here, which on some models, this is an extra add-on cost, which I like. And to take this apart, one thing I really like is it's got a little hole right here. You just put your finger there, and you're just going to pull back. And everything has got a magnet, so neodyme magnets in there. Here's one right there. The other one's right there. Little neodyme magnets that hold everything in place. So put it back in. Line it up in the bottom here. Maybe that's what the arrow says. Is that goes in first. But you see when it snaps in there. And I snap. And I think this drive cone, if I pull on it, I think it is also magnet, I think. I'm trying to get it off. Let me see. I don't know. I can't pull it off, and I'm not going to tug really hard on it. So it feels like it is. Yes, it is. It's got a magnet in there. It's got magnets right here that are, I think they're reverse off each other, or maybe that's what holds everything on. See that? Oh no, it's got a magnet here on the end, and then it's got these two magnet here's. And I wonder if they're reverse pull on these, so as it acts like a magnet spring. So when it's spinning, it allows it not to want to snap the ball, I think. And I'm thinking on this. It's my theory. And let me put this all back together. Kind of line it up. You got to kind of line it up with this little tang's got to go in between that. So let's see if I can. Well, maybe there's more to this than what the hell? Damn it, Bobby. Okay. Oh wait, is there something on here? I gotta get my glasses now. I gotta look a little closer. Okay. There's a little ring right there, bearings down in there. I know this comes off because I've seen other people take it off. So it does have an indicator right here in the mold that kind of looks like this guy. So you line things up. Oh, there it goes. That just was being dumb. So yeah, I think it is. I think those, I think they provide a little bit of spring tension. Yeah, that's what it does. Interesting. It's got that, that kind of little ramp feedy thing here. I don't know. It's just it's a little flexy, so it allows the ball to, if an oblong ball goes through, it kind of allows it to flex up. You flip it over. Triad. Poor placement for that. I don't know why you would put that there, but I don't really care about branding. It takes 3 AAAs, or AA, excuse me, AAs. Thanks, Brendan. And let's see, 3 AA. I have some Kirkland ones in here because that's what we buy. I don't need to, sell Costco batteries, but they all go the same direction. Kind of nice, pretty simple, simplistic. Looks like it's fairly, all this stuff is very washable. This is stuff you can dunk and wash. This is, you take the drive cone out and wipe that out, and wipe that out. It's all easy to get to everything. You can get in there pretty easily with Kleenex or whatever to wipe everything out. And then to reassemble, put that back down. That's pretty simple. It's got a nice spring to this, so I mean it seems a little stronger than the Virtue. But put it back together. Just hook this front on there. That down, and then open this back up, and we're going to pull the switch up, and it locks everything in place. So there we go. So let's get the handy dandy scale out here. Beep bop, beep bop, bop. Let's see if this is going to work. You guys will be able to see this. Oh, I think you will. And it's zeroing out. I think this is pounds and ounces. This is my shipping scale. So 1.4 ounces. So right at 1.4. So here's the Speedster loader. And I have, this takes 3 AAs. I just toss them in here. This is another loader that I got that I thought I would really like, but after getting it, it's really well built. But let's see what it is. This is 1.6, so this is 2 ounces heavier, approximate. Here is the Dye R2 rotor, which is another very nice rotor. This is probably the most expensive one out of all of them. Oh, hello, Mama. Come on, you want to come up here and say hi? All right. Well, they can't see you. This one is 3.6, so it's a tad bit lighter, but I mean, really, a couple of ounces, you're not going to notice. Really, you're really not going to notice. The little wiener dog wanted to come up and get a pet. She's a little nervous for whatever reason. So anyway, and finally, the Virtue Spire R2, and this is my old original Spire finally died. I did the lasering on the top of this, by the way. Zero money, my number. And it's just a test one. So I kind of messed it up. But that's all lasered in there. Kind of cool. But anyway, this one is 15.6, so it's just under a pound on that. So the Spire obviously is the lightest, and I think I could be using the lithium battery in here. So let me do something. Let me just add. Let me add 2 batteries because the lithium battery probably weighs about the. Now let's just add all 3, just for giggles. Okay, so add 3 batteries. That lithium battery is like it has no weight at all. So it is the lightest out of all of them. So it's a 1 pound. I don't need to have those batteries in there. Here. So the most heavy one, the Speedster, which is really kind of marketed to the I think the fields. It's designed that you can lock this button in the on position so the person can't turn it off, and it has a lot of field conscious stuff. And this is a really, really durable, hard. It's a soft plastic, but it's thick, and the lid is kind of hard to get off. So I think this is marketed for the consumer, not consumer, but the renter. Obviously, we know where this is marketed, and this one's a tweener. I would say, I think this is around $150. I don't know. Someone, what's the price? Someone take a look on this. Daniel, if they're Asian, dude. Did I say that? No. Right. Yeah, I'll take nude pics. Female, please. I can't cough. I have to be careful because I will cough that plug right out and I'll bleed out right here, and that would be kind of sucky. So anyway, let's see. I'm kind of going through, make sure everything's good to go. I don't know how many people are on. I just don't know how to know who's all viewing. Let me see. Let me see who's viewing, because I can't see on this thing. I have no idea. We may not have a lot of people on tonight, but that's fine. We got 1 person there, so it's not a big crowd tonight. So, oh, Charles is here. I have to figure out how this works. I know I got some YouTube folks, 2 or 3 people on YouTube, but anyway, so I like this loader. So the problem with this loader on an auto cocker, is what I shoot, right, is that when you get low on paint, for whatever reason, this one introduced chops. For whatever reason, I just can't figure it out. It's like if you get to your last 10 balls, you have a good chance you're going to chop a ball. Unfortunately, with an autococker. Okay. Whatever reason, I don't know. I have not tried this one out. I'm not going to try how fast these things spin and drop balls, because who cares? There's 90% of places you can't even play that way. So as long as it works. But let's comparative to size. So I'm going to take this scale out of here. We're going to scale free that. We're going to put this next to the Speedster. It's a little longer, and the Speedster's a little shorter and a little fatter. Height-wise, I'm going to try to... Speedsters, I'm going to just tell you right now, the Speedster, if I can get... They're both tail heavy. Or they both, I don't want to say tail heavy, they both fall on their butts when you're trying to let them balance on the feed port. Speedster's just a tad bit taller, not much. I mean, literally a quarter of an inch. So, all right, let's get the rotor in this. Rotor's definitely let's put that there if I can get everything lined up in there. Rotor's definitely shorter by about, and I'm gauging here, about an inch. Kind of reminds me of a Pinocchio loader on the length. Kind of has that look to it from on the sides. The rotor sits further back. I'll do this with the Speedster. This one sits further forward, which has some pros to that. I think a little more nose weight on your marker to help the you know bump. Here we go. This little damn sticker decal thing already wanted to come off. I like dice stuff, but sometimes some of the things it's like afterthoughts and poorly done. For the price, kind of want it to be pretty nice. So let's do a side to side here. Oh, kind of get it lined up. So the Speedster is a little shorter in the back, but the same in the nose area. All right. So finally, the Spire R2. Spire R2 and this are fairly similar. The Spire's fatter. This one tapers. It tapers a lot softer. It's just a gradual taper. The Spire obviously has a much boat nose taper. And let's see where they are here. Almost balanced. It's a little bit. This is a little longer on both dimensions, front and back. So anyway, Aspire's Elitis, they're all right around £1 if you're using batteries. Aspire, I have the whatchamacallit stuff in it. But what I do like, to me, and I said I don't know, Aspire's 150. I think the rotor. What is a rotor R2? What does that cost? Hey, Drew. I'm massaging hoppers again. Yes, nice hoppers. I don't remember what the rotor cost, and I think this one's the cheapest. I think it was right around the $100 mark, if less. The Speedster. Speedster is more like a Revy. The Speedster's got paddles on the inside. It's still got a little channel that it tries to push things that way. There's a little paint there, apparently. Clean that out. So, but this is more like a rotor on the inside. I'll put up the rotor here. Well, kind of like a rotor. It's got the ball cups. You can't see. Kind of see it here. Rotor's up further, and it's got the Spire-ish style kind of feed mechanism area thing we duper there. Anyway, I like it, and I think it looks good. I'm going to try lasering on it. I'm going to laser on the inside. I'd like to laser a pattern all over this if I can tattoo it. That'd be kind of cool because it is boring. Smooth to touch, almost slippery. But yeah. So let's see. Okay, the rotor shade thing is 209. Okay, so yeah, so 199, 209, 199 on sale probably. Spire I think is the 150. This I think is under. So, and this was, if I remember, this was 170. I think. So it kind of fits. I would say it's in the tweener of these. Now, I don't know what the other Spire cost. I just didn't have a need for it, so it's kind of fits this mechish market. If that makes sense. But I like because it's JT. So I grew up with the JT stuff, motocross and all those things. Let me toss all the stuff on the ground here. Get all these out of here. I'm tossing on the ground. None of them are broke yet. So let's see. Let me go back to here. And go back to up there. Okay. LTR is 109. Oh. Spire 5 is 250. Thanks, Shane. JT, I need it. Drew, it says JT, but like you can't find it on the damn thing. I threw it on the ground. Oh, here it is. Let me grab it real quick. So I was showing folks. It has this Triad logo, and it's back here, and it says Triad right there. It says Triad right here. But where it says JT, you can hardly even see it. It's on this rain cover, and for you to see it, the JT, if I can get it here, it's right here. Let me pop the rain cover off. Sure, this is the cool thing. It's got a rain cover, so you got the speed feed and then this little rain cover that has the JT on it. Like, I don't know, it's just hidden. I think they could have did better on that. And not that it matters. It doesn't change performance. Unless you're a complete gaper and you truly believe that those shiny pants make you perform somewhat better. So I hope my stream is not lagging. Look, my stream may be lagging. I don't know. We got a lot of storm going on here. Laser JT. I should. Oh, I should laser where JT should be on it. Drew is 100% complete gaper. You guys know what a gaper is? I don't know. A lot of people don't know what a gaper is. I did a lot of downhill giant GS skiing when I was young, because before snowboarding came out, and then I did a lot of snowboarding, and I raced, and that's what I could do. I lived up in the snow, so. And a gaper was someone that had all the gear, right? Which I think this applies to paintball just as well. As they had all the cool stuff. They had everything was matching. They had the right skis, the newest skis for that year. The boots were, the badass stuff, poles, gloves, goggles. We didn't wear stupid helmets. Who needed that? You had a beanie, and all that stuff. And they were the people that were garage sales going down the hill. And a garage sale going down the hill when you're skiing, if you're a skier, that's when they wreck, and all you see are parts. Ski here, ski there, a pole, a couple poles, some gloves, goggles, and then a body down the hill. And it's just this garage sale of stuff that you could pick up and ski off with. And we called those gapers because they looked really good, but they sucked. And so I don't try to look good in paintball because I already suck at it playing. I'm not the. I don't know. I've never played tournaments. I don't know how well I do on that. Maybe I'll start. I may suck at it. I don't care as long as it's fun. Anyway, I got it. Sounds like cool stuff. All right, good. So, all right. So, perfect. The language has gotten great. So, I have a Chris Crescino gun here, or paintball marker. I'm going to bring out the box up here. I'm going to try to open it up and pull some parts out. So, I'll try to just have it right here. I'm not going to go through this. I'm going to pop. I'm going to go like that. Oops. Uh-oh. Did I screw that up? Hold on. I screwed this up. I screwed up the chatty thing. I can fix it. Switch is not connected. Oh, crap. Okay, I screwed up the chat box. So let me do this. Pop. I don't want any of those. I screwed up the chat box. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can get this connected by this. Hold on a second. Hold on. Well, I could probably do it this way. Come on, baby. I got to get the chat box back up. See if it's going to connect. I mean, I'm still connected to the stream. That's not the problem. It's connected to my Black ATEM software. Hold on a second. Hold your horses there, folks. No switcher connected. All right, so I can't see the chat, but I can do this. So let me go to program mode. Let me go into here, and I'm going to drag. Oops. Oh, it looks good there. Huh. Yeah, somehow it got boogered up. So let me grab my chatty thing here. Let's turn that off, on, off. Okay. I can't look at the chat messages right now because I screwed up. I pushed the wrong button. And that's it. I need to know that now. Now that I won't be screwing that one up. But anyway, I am going to go to this, the overhead. There we go, overhead. So this is a Meteor, builds a CK Meteor. It's got the CK in the sticker here. You can see that or not. I get in this really kind of glossy light. There you go, CK Meteor. This is a Meteor. This is Chris Crisino's personal gun that he had bought the body kit, obviously, he was working on. I'm going to take this box. It's really glary. Take this away. That's just all the parts in it. And him and I have done some trade work. He's done my logo. You guys seen the logo here. We'll bring it up here. That's the logo. I put the live on there. And so Chris did the logo for me. And we're doing some trade work. And obviously this jersey, which they all sold. And so we did a good job on that. But we did some trade work on some stuff because we partnered on that jersey and things like that. But anyway, let's go like that. Well, you know what I can do? This is how I can bring up. That's how I can bring up chat. So let me see if I go to. Okay, I can look at it. So when you're springing the fries, I know teams looking for players. I'm sure you do, Shane. As long as you mask and a gun match, as long as your mask and gun match, you can do whatever you want. Anything else, you're the paintball equivalent of what you said. If your mask and gun match, man, my mask and gun match have my mask and gun have never matched. But then I'm not a JT. I'm a JT snob. But on JT snob to that, right? I don't have all the JT, attachments to make things match. Ryan, I'm not as good as you, buddy. But anyway, all right. So let's go back here. Actually, let's go to the down shot. So this is one we're gonna. I'm working on. He had some stuff on it, some other parts on it. We took those off because they were mediocre. Like the RAM was non-rebuildable and some other stuff, and we just hooked them up with Shock Tech stuff. Do it right. It's got M16's valve in it. Done some tweaking on that. I turbo modded it. No, I don't know what I did to it. I just do my own little things to, and they don't really amount to anything. Just really finding the right spring combination is 90% of it. And we're gonna get to see back together. You guys will see a shooting video on this here in the next couple of days, hopefully, and I can get it back to Chris since I am feeling better. The other thing, I'm gonna shout out to. Whoa, this guy right here, and this is really bright light. I gotta figure that one out. When I lay it flat, it's just a glare, so I gotta bring it up off there. This is Project Mini Magic. So I hate the black magics that have that angled ASA, and it's hard to find ASAs. And this one, it has a partially stripped beaver tail. And so I'm going to helicoil this. So it's going to get a full reanodizer. So I'm going to tap this. Then I'll helicoil it, or then I'll anodize it and helicoil it. So I sent this off to Jason Antle. He did a feed neck mod on it. It's got a Scony. This is an older Scony feed neck. I just threw that on there just for shits and giggles. He minied it for us. And when he minied it, he actually made it number 1. See, it says number 1. The red looks really weird. It looks like a matte, like a funky red in the video. I don't know why it's like that. Maybe it's my light. Maybe the color of my light's just off. If I could turn this light down. I have a little knobby knob. Yeah, I don't know. I am going to just turn that down. Oh, yeah. Let me get this other button. There we go. A little darker. It's a really bright red. I think the color's not right in here. But anyway, we minied it. And the problem with the mini is that you can have this front block wiggle back and forth. And so we did what I call the Shock Tech mod, which is, it's pinned like a Shock Tech front block. So it'll be nice and locked, so really solid. This will get a re-ano. And I'm testing some new ano stuff with an anodizer, with Anotech, and it's a new finish. Not new to them, but new to kind of the paintball, I guess, to a certain degree, I think. We'll see how it looks. I don't know if it'll be really even a new finish. It may just be similar to other finishes. But anyway, we'll have the ShockTech Vert ASA, the new style on there, and this will be built and built out for sale. All brand new, all ShockTech and Riano and stuff like that. Uh, Additionally, let me see. Let me go through that project's in the works. I've got several projects at Anno right now. What is there? There's some cool stuff that's coming. I can't remember what I sent in. There's some stuff that I sent in that's. I think one is a Outcast. Always like the Outcast machining. I think they it's a good looking machining to me. I hear my dog just pacing behind me, just waiting for me to come over and pet her. Hey, what are you doing? Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Why are you fighting me? Come on. Hold on. Make it old Peanut. Come on, Peanut Head. Now, Peanut doesn't have half her teeth in her head. Dotsons get rotten teeth and pull them out. She's giving me the old huggies. They had to go to the kennel for a few days, so they've really missed me. But I'm hoping I'm not stuttering here. I don't think I am. I don't think it's vapor locking. I see some vapor lock on one side. All right, my bit rate seems to be a little bit down, but I don't know why that is. Please set bit rate less than 6K. I gotta fix my bit rate. I may have some dropouts here, but anyway. So the other thing is we have this project. This is, I gotta be careful because it is YouTube. This is the RJP, Ryan Jameson body that has a Mosaic frame. And I'd just be careful with YouTube because they get a little weird. All right. It's got a Mosaic frame on it. And this is going to be custom nano, obviously. That will be for sale here pretty soon. And let me see. Let me go look at, let's bring this up. All my rotors are trash. Okay, so I don't know. I haven't tried it, Ryan. I haven't tried the JT loader. I'm trying to catch up on stuff. So I haven't tried it, so I don't know. But I don't use it to the amount that probably you do. So I'm not a good durability tester type of person. I'm a gaper to a certain degree. So the other one is, no, that's it. Oh, and then finally, Super Game Oregon still going on. We are doing the booth again this year. We've got that all done. Jason Antle, myself, Dan from Killshot Customs, Shane Burns from Washing Rain. Well, he's not really Washing Rain, but that was his old team. Rich Sconey from Master Sconey Paintball. BMC, Brandon McCall, machining. And Ryan Jameson, I think, is going to play. I don't know if he's bringing stuff. He hasn't said. He's taking a little hiatus from paintball, taking a break. Who else? Mark Davis. Mark Davis Mark Fives. He's going to have some of those Mark Fives there. We're going to have Charles Bird, who was on earlier. Charles, or might still be on. I don't know. I can't look at chat anymore. And my bit rate is, man, I really hope I'm just not locking up. Yeah, I think I need to fix my bit rate thing. If I can fix that right now. Titles, can I change my bit rate? I don't know. I can't do it in game. So anyway, Charles Bird from Canada is driving all the way down with his girlfriend, fiance, Mike. And I know I'm missing Bearded Works. Jake will not be there because he's having a kid, which is more important, Jake. And your wife's right. You can't sneak out 2 days or a week before she gets birth because to go to Super Game Oregon, as much as we'd like that. I talked to Simon Stevens. He is still unsure if he can make it this year. So we may have some special guests there. We don't know. We've reached out to ShockTech I will be representing Shock Tech as last year, like we did, but we may have Danny Love may make an appearance with Garrett Noblet or Gary Noblet, which is a good buddy of his, obviously team member, and they may try to make the trek. So that'd be kind of cool. So if they are there, that'd be pretty neat. You guys meet Danny Love, and nice guy, intense, but give him a beer, Miller, not so intense. But yeah. So and that we are doing a giveaway gun for Super Game. It's Skillshot Customs and Docfire Paintball, and it will be it'll be a surprise. So you have to be at Super Game. You have to. It's done. Super Game does the prizes. It's not through us. We're not doing that. It's a you have to buy tickets from them, stuff like that, to be at the event. So some lucky individual will win a really nice gun, and they'll probably never had a cocker before, and it'll probably go for sale. My guess is that they won't. I'm going to find the kid, and I'm going to offer him cash right there and buy it back. Then we'll sell it again. Does that sound like we're making overly a lot of money on it? No. The paintball marker's paying for the booth. So we've already, it's just, we're using it for currency. So, or the cocker, to be a cocker. And with kill shot stuff on it, shock deck, kill shot, things like that. Scony, no, yep, they'll have a Scony feed neck on it. Probably a Scony barrel. Yeah. Inception design's probably easy on off. We'll see when we get it. But anyway, let me check on chats here real quick. Thank you. We can see you, Canadian. I'll be there. Yep, yeah, that's Canadian Custom Cackers. I gotta get their logo. Does anyone still play paintball? Does anyone even still? No. Two dot. I guess that's how you T dot. It always cracks me up. People use funny names. No, we don't. We're just yeah. People play paintball. Of course they do. Grown ass men play paintball because we're all like 12-year-old inside. So anyway, thank you for showing up. And I'm alive. I didn't die. So for those of you that were wishing I died, sorry, it didn't make it happen. And for those of you that actually were worried about me, sorry for the scare. I'm good to go. Be playing hopefully Super Game this year. So anyway, thanks everyone for showing up. And with that,